Okay, I'm back. I was saying, the babies got the day off yesterday, so this is the first time I've been back in with Colt. This is him here that I got my hand on, and I don't necessarily love it that these other two are in here because they're always kind of in the way, but it definitely seemed to make him a little bit more confident. Before I got the video going here, I've been getting my hands on him. He still doesn't necessarily love it, but we're making progress. I'm still doing trying to get my hand up the opposite side of his neck, so when I come in for that hug, he's gonna walk away from me. I'm gonna do my best to follow him and just keep my hand on some body part. Paying close attention to his ears. He's pinning them a little bit. And as soon as he just kind of will stop here, I am going to take my hand off of him. So he stopped mostly because of the gait, but I gave that to him anyway. His feet stopped moving, so that's when I came away, took the pressure away from him. I was a little bit ago rubbing him with the lead rope, and he took that all right. You can't see me, but I got my hands on his wither and his neck. I always kind of try to go to that wither and that friendly spot. I'm wanting to get this halter on him so I can let them all on this nice Saturday drag their halters around a little bit, so you can't see, but I've got the lead rope around his neck, and I'm going to see if I can move in front of his face and get him turned around a little bit without scaring him or over pressuring him. He's kind of in the corner, and I don't want him to feel trapped. If he feels trapped, you know, then that's when they are more apt to strike you. So he's still being really calm. I'm pretty sure he knows what I want. And maybe he's just ready to go for it and get on with the process. So I'm gonna squeeze my little self in the corner, come around him. Thank you, Colt. And now if you'd stop, oh, good job, oh. All right, now I need you out of my way. Keep going. Not really that way. Oh. Good job, buddy. Thank you. Okay, oh. Good. Hey, I like it. So I don't know how much that came up on the camera, but man, he stayed nice. And I always use that word ho when I want their feet to stop. Right now, they don't really know what that means. I don't want to lose him. So I upset him a little bit. I'm just looking for him to look my way. Ho. Okay, I got you. Ho. Getting worked up. Oh, good. Oh, I want to try to back away from him a little bit more without losing him. Oh, hey, thank you. I'm looking for a place to reward him for moving his feet and getting him to look at good boy. So I'm going to back away a little bit more, but I still don't want to lose him. Hey, Colt, thank you, buddy. Yes, good job. So I want to go back in, just quickly tell him thank you, good boy, and let go. Just mellowing him back out here. That's too bad that it's just not a good place for the camera, and I can't move it without losing what I'm doing with him. Well, you can kind of see. And there's Snoopy here, but so all the time I'm working with him, I gotta pay attention to what those other two are doing too, but they're all a mellow little group. I'm gonna get my arm around him just for a quick minute, kind of wiggle this lead rope around a little bit. Get back out of there before he gets upset. Hey, now he's looking my way a little bit. Good job, Colt. Gotta come back in, kind of wiggle my arm around a little bit. And I'm making quite a bit of bigger gestures when I'm touching him, just to kind of desensitize him at the same time, because a lot of times, I mean, it's not all that graceful when you go to put that halter around him. I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna stretch my halter hand closer to him too, so he kind of gets aware that it's coming. He's bracing and pushing away from me. I'd really like him to come in. There he did. Before I release that. So now these other two are moving. So I want to stay in control of him, without making him feel trapped. There we go. But the other two are wanting to circle around, so he's going to want to circle around too. I'm going to do my best not to let it happen, but I'm also not going to take a huge fight with him because he is being such a good sport. Okay, let's look this way, Colt. They're over here. There you go. They're over here. So I'm diverting his attention back to where his friends went because they circled around behind him, and I don't want him to circle around. Oh, so man, is he doing good. I'm going to come back with the halter and just sit it under his chin. So he wants to leave, really wants to leave. I want his feet to stop moving. And they did for a second, so I'm going to give that to him. Stay with me, buddy, stay with me. Colt, you're doing so good. No, this is a lot. I'm either getting to the point where I need to give him a break because he did super good, or just go ahead and take the chance and get the halter on him. Okay, so circling around, everybody's moving. Ho, Colt, ho. Oh, his feet stopped. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna take the halter away too, but he moved when I moved. Good boy, ho. He stopped, so I'm gonna let him go. So for right now, I still don't have that halter on him. Oh, but look at that. That was pretty nice. Thank you, buddy. I'm gonna back away. Tell him thank you. I was really having my hands on him and overwhelming him. I'm risking it, telling him thank you one more time. I'm just finishing by putting my hand around where I'm gonna need it to be with the halter, and he looked at it, and that was a really nice place to finish this little bit. I'll come back to him in a few minutes. Okay, so then I have this little filly left. I call her A. And I've learned some new things about this filly since I last worked with her. And that is that she was handled quite a bit. And she really shouldn't be afraid of me. So, back up. Thank you. So I'm going to ask a little bit more of her than I had been. So I was going to leave this guy with her because, can you move up? Because sometimes, see, she just wants to push right through me. Okay, yep, you move over, good. You, get in the corner. Oh. See, if she wants to put her butt to me, but I don't think she wants to kick me. So maybe I need to start here. Maybe what I have been doing with her is not working. So maybe I need to start with what I assume she's okay with. So if she was handled a lot when she was a baby, she probably got some nice scratches on her butt. And her and I, she just hasn't been wanting to be my friend, but I've just been trying to come around to her head and move her butt away from me. So I'm gonna back up. My normal routine was not working. So not every horse, not every situation is the same. So I'm gonna just get in her comfort zone. Instead of trying to change her so much, I'm just gonna let her for now. I absolutely do not think by her expression that she wants to kick me at all, but she also just really doesn't want me to move up to her head. at all. When I get further up, that makes her move. So I'm gonna block her on this side. Okay, buddy, you're fine. Block her on this side. And right now I'm at her shoulder and she still doesn't really like it. Moving up her neck, she's doing better. She definitely likes fingernails. So this is a lot further than I had gotten. So I'm gonna set that on her, let her get used to feeling it. And I actually had, hey buddy, you're, okay, here, I'd like it if you go there, you go this way. There you go. And I had kind of taken some time and swung the rope around her a little bit and over her, and so I've been doing a little bit of that too. Because I was struggling with everything else. So now I need to get them slowed back down. I need to get him. You're okay, babe. You're okay. I need you, Pepsi, get out of here. Need him to go that way. Thank you. Need her to stay. I got the dog right on the outside. I need to block her. Yeah, she just doesn't. You got it. Go ahead. So this Colt is being so nice. You're good. So, and taking my direction, so he's in here. He's getting him all stirred up. You're okay, babies. Just relax. She's getting him all stirred up, but he still is listening to me, which is pretty cool. All right, that's good. So I think he's kind of got the idea that I want him to stay over there. And she just need to back up a little bit. Yeah, back up. Well, that's pretty positive. She's thinking about leaving now, the further up her body I get. She's thinking about leaving. So I'm gonna back down before she does leave. Right now, I don't want to keep making that same, I don't want to keep going around the same mountain with her. So, and I'm tired of messing around with her. I want to get this halter in on her, and I'm aware of that, so I really have to be conscious of not getting too impatient acting. So she stood there, so I'm just gonna give her just a pause, take my hands off of her, take the little bit of a pressure away, because she stood there for a lot longer than she has before. And she looked at me, honey. And sometimes I'll get real down here and real submissive when she's looking at me. Hi, we need to be friends. Yeah, we do. We need to be friends. So I feel like that is a pretty big step for her, but I'm not gonna completely let her off the hook. I'm gonna push her a little bit, pushing the envelope a little bit further today. Not because I lost my patience, just because I don't know why. I'm just ready. We need to move past this mountain her and I have been going around. So that makes me happy. I'm gonna come right back up, and instead of trying to go to her face where I know she's not comfortable, I'm gonna go to her butt where I know she's comfortable with me touching her, because I don't want to screw it up right away. I'll scratch her butt if that's what she wants. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep the same scratching. Keep the same thing. I'm gonna bring that lead rope with me. Keep scratching up here to her withers, a friendly spot. I'm bringing that lead rope along as I go. She's taking it super good. Really good. All right. I'm gonna back down and leave that lead rope where it is. It's just hanging around the top of her, by her ears there. I'm gonna keep scratching where she's friendly, where she wants to leave. I really don't want her to, so I'm gonna back away. See if I can draw her attention back here. She was about to leave the other way. I really don't want her to leave. I don't want to go around that mountain again with her. she's thinking about it, but she stopped. So I really like that. So I kind of think right now, I'm gonna go get up and go back to her butt again. Come back up on her. I want to get all the way to her pole, and then I'll probably get out of here for a few more minutes. Go back to Colt, see if I can get that halter on him, and then come back to her. So one thing about these babies, you can't pressure them for very long, just little bits. So having this many of them is kind of really about perfect. I'm gonna let her see my hand down here. That's good. And her feet haven't moved yet. So I'm coming up here because this is, oh, and she even looked at me, girlfriend. That was awesome. I'm out of here. That was so nice. That's a perfect place to stop with her. I got that lead rope up around her neck. I was able to get my hand moving on this side, this hand with the lead rope here. She turned, almost put her nose on that halter. So I am out of here. That's awesome for right now. Okay, so I'm back over here to Colt. I'm really hoping he'll just let me put this halter on. Again, I'm all about not really forcing them. Got my camera in a little different place. Hi, Colt, I'm back. Hi. So, well, hey, that was super good. Colt's all right. So, I don't want him to follow his friends. There we go. Hey, buddy, thank you. Look at that. I'd like him to look at that. He's thinking about walking off. Oh, can you look at my halter? He's trying to walk off. So I'm gonna give him some space because I don't want to have to chase him down. So I'm gonna back off his head just a minute. See if he'll come around over here on this shy side. There, thank you, Colt. I am going to get the lead rope around him, causing him to move. That's kind of expected. And now he's really up close and personal. Yeah. I got you. Oh, don't want to lose him. Don't want to lose him. Stay in with him. Oh, there, he stopped. Oh, good kid. All right, so we did a big spin around. I didn't lose him, so I got him back. Need to give him a little space. Thank you, Colt. Give him a minute so he knows that walking off didn't get rid of this annoying lady. It just wants to be your friend. So I'm gonna need to get up over this ear. And I'd really like it if he'd look at that. Oh, and he did, but he wants to walk off. Oh, and he stopped. So I'm gonna give him some space. Get over so he sees my hand on this side, sees the equipment on this side. Good job, Colt. So he's kind of acting like, just get it over with, lady. So I'm not sticking on this. My plan is not to stick it on his head right now. We're gonna go through the motions. I want him to touch it. Naturally, they want to back up. Give him the chance. Then I'm gonna back away. Good job, kiddo. I should keep that end so I don't lose him. Go for it again. Come around here. So I'm gonna hold it in this position. I'd like him to look at it a little bit more. There, I love it. So I'm gonna back up. That yearling, she likes to chew on the insulation in here. One more time, come over here. Get way up by his head this time. He's wanting to move. He's trying to walk forward, but he didn't. Good job, Colt. So this time, I'm not completely leaving him when I give him that relief. I'm gonna kind of just stay, pet his body, but I'm gonna leave his head alone. the guy who wouldn't let me touch him yesterday. And his buddy's over here bouncing the empty bucket around. So here we are, pretty close to his head. I'm gonna kind of act a little control. Oh, Colt. Good boy. I'm gonna back up. He just super softly gave that nose over. So I'm gonna go again. Yep, there you go. Let him feel that and release it. Good kid. There you go. That's we might be outside of that camera view a little bit, but the first couple of times they feel that nose band on their nose. Oh, now he's wanting to walk off. I don't want him to. Good job, Colt. I'm gonna pull him this way towards me. Oh, good boy. And he's bracing kind of against it. He's needing to move his feet. So I think actually, hold on, buddy. Hold on. I'm gonna let him walk a little bit. He's been super good. And he needs a break. He needs to move his feet. That's what he's telling me. So I'm gonna let him move his feet, but I'm still gonna try to really ever so gently keep control of him just by the base of the neck here. So I'm recognizing the need that he was getting a little anxious, needing to move his feet, which I will absolutely allow. And I'm still gonna kind of stay with him. Okay, you need to move, little streak. So I don't want him to feel trapped with me. Let him move his feet. And right now he's kind of stuck in the corner here. He's not sure. Let's get you out of here, come on. So I'm gonna ask him, straight move your butt. Ask him to move forward. There you go. Oh, Colt, I want you to come this way. I'm gonna bring him around. Hey, good job, buddy. Bring him around. Right here. There. Okay, hold on. There. So he's just asking some questions there. He's wondering what I want him to do. And so I'm gonna see if I can, walk him around here a little bit. Cool. There you go. Good. How gentle and nice are you? All right. So I got him back where I want him. Okay, right there, Colt. Let's stay here. I had a feeling this guy was going to be superb. Okay, so right now he's a little bit anxious about that move. He's wanting to move to the right, which is totally normal. I want him to look into this halter. And he's kind of froze, like he's getting a little bit tired of this and maybe a little bit confused. There you go, kiddo. Or he just doesn't completely understand what I want or what the right answer is. That was a good answer, but I still, how about if we have, go ahead and get that on his nose. There you go. Oh. And there's just no reason not to thread that on right now. Look at this guy. Colt, you're lovable. It's taken me forever to find the whole hung. So once I get it on, I'm not just gonna back away. I want to really tell him thank you and reward him. Thank you, kiddo. And I usually want 2 eyes. Thank you. Yeah. When I back away from him that first time, I don't know why. It's just something that I've come to appreciate. Colt, can I see both eyes? Right here. Oh, you're okay. Cool. So he briefly gave me 2 eyes. I should have probably just left it at that. But I'd still, hey, there you go. Good job, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. So that was pretty cool. So yay, back to A.